Hi everybody, Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 4 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here today to give you another tip on how to help you create the life you want, how to help you bring more clarity, confidence, and creativity into everything you do. I ran across an article the other day. It was actually a reference to a TED Talk, went to the TED Talk, and I heard this person by the name of Browny Ware. She's a hospice worker, and she's just written a memoir called the 5 Top Regrets of the Dying, having worked with people who are passing on. She kind of talked to them and just, asked them questions and let them talk. And the number one regret that people told her was, I wish I had the courage to live a life that was true to myself versus the life that others expected of me. I thought that was very, very meaningful because, what is it like to get toward the end of your life and kind of look back with that regret? So given that I'm about making purposeful choices and creating the life we want before we have to get to that point where we're just looking back with regret, I thought I would give you my thoughts on how to do that. It's one thing to say, yes, I want to create a life that is true to myself. Well, what does that mean? What does that look like? How do I do that? So really, that's kind of my mission on the planet, is to go around helping people create that kind of life that is true to themselves. So over these next 5 videos, remember I give you a short video every week, I'm going to give you my 5 steps to creating a life that is true to yourself and comes from that upper 80% of the brain. For those of you who follow my Life from the Top of the Mind philosophy, you know that part of what I really teach and believe is the ability to access our best, that most purposeful part of who we are in every situation. So the first step in living a life that is true to ourselves is to really kind of make sure we know who we are. If we're going to live a life that is true to ourselves, we've got to know what that ourself looks like. For those of you who have taken any of the personality tests like Myers-Briggs or any of them, we're going to get a hint of that. I think it's really who we are when we're doing what we love, when we're lost in doing what we love. And the good news is, for our society, different people love different things. Some people love being on stage and being in front of an audience. Other people love the solitude of writing and creating that way. Some people love working with numbers. Other people love working with people. So the good news is, there's no right or wrong out there. But just think back. When were you lost in doing what you love? That, I think, is who you truly are. So there are 3 things in this first step that I think we want to make sure we have clarity around. My philosophy of clarity, confidence, and creativity starts with clarity. So the first step in this is what I call the 3 Ps in terms of purpose. We need to have a purpose in what we do. We need to have a goal in what we do. So that's 1 P. What are we trying to accomplish here? Number 2, we want to do whatever we're doing, make decisions deliberately or purposefully, after some deliberation, so we're not just reacting to lives. And then, of course, there's my concept of our highest purpose, which is, how are we going to define ourselves in this situation? What are the qualities and characteristics we're going to bring to our doing what we do? And I find that the more we are clear about those 3 Ps, what do I want to accomplish? Am I willing to do this purposefully, deliberately? And is it congruent with my highest purpose? The qualities and characteristics I want to bring to life. How do I want to define myself in this situation? What would I teach and or recommend to someone I love? So for me, my highest purpose is joy. I really want to enjoy what I do. I find that when I'm enjoying what I do, not only is my life richer, but my gift to people, my ability to help, my ability to be who I am and do what I'm here to do comes across better. So I go into every situation looking how to enjoy it. Now, when I'm presenting or really doing one of these videos, that's frankly really easy because it's me doing what I love to do, helping you. But what about, as I've mentioned in one of my videos, traveling? In order to help people, I really travel around the country. So I get on these airplanes and I go through these airports and I go through security and I deal with baggage and all of that. I have looked at that in terms of my highest purpose, the joy I want to bring to that experience. And I ask myself the question, how can I purposefully enjoy that? So when I go into a situation clear about what do I want to accomplish, what's the state of mind I want to bring to it, how do I want to be in it, and what do I want others to get out of it, you know? One of the things I think about when I'm creating these videos is, how can I be helpful to you? How can I say this in a way where you get something meaningful out of it? One of the things I encourage people to do is make a list of the 20 qualities or characteristics of who they are at their best. That becomes then their highest purpose, bringing those qualities to life. Carry that list around. Look at it often. Wake up asking yourself, okay, as I go into the morning, who do I want to be? What's my highest purpose? What do I want to accomplish? How can I do that purposefully or deliberately? As I go into the afternoon, what's my highest purpose? Who do I want to be? How do I want to accomplish this purposefully or deliberately in a way I would recommend to someone I love? As I go into the evening, so we divide our days up. And then as we go into meetings or classes or traffic or any situation, if we could go in purposefully, clear about who we are, clear about what we want to accomplish, the feeling we want to engender, and how we want to define ourselves as we do it, then life becomes this opportunity to practice being purposeful in this way. Now, again, all of this comes from the upper 80% of the brain because that's where our purposefulness comes from. And remember, it's about being purposeful, not perfect. So it doesn't mean we'll do all this right. Matter of fact, when we make a mistake, a take that missed, we can say, okay, good information. If I were doing this again and a little bit more purposefully, how might I do it differently? We can imagine doing that, kind of celebrate what we've learned from it, look forward to bringing that to that next situation, and once again, that sense of purposefulness comes in. So if you would like to create a life where when you're finally passing from one world to another, you look back and say, boy, I feel good about that. I lived a life that was true to who I am. I want to help you do that. And so the first step is to get really clear about these 3 P's, that I'm doing purposefully, deliberately, that I have a purpose in mind, something I want to accomplish, and that it is congruent with my highest purpose, or the qualities and characteristics I want to bring to life. Over the next 5 videos, I'm going to give you another 4 steps, and put all together, it's going to be a model for you to do this. I hope you're finding these videos valuable. Hey, one of the things I love to do is go around the country talking about this. And most recently, I am now doing this with university students, specifically university students in the arts, but this is going to expand to all university students. Doing this with Texas State and San Marcos, just came back from Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. I'm about to go to Rider University in New Jersey. So if you have an organization or university that you would like me to speak to, go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com. Let me know, hit the contact button, let me know, and I would love to talk with you about that. In the meantime, here's to you bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.